And we're live. Hey yo, Twitch. Jay the Flash here once again. Sure, we're actually live. Make sure. And we're at test sound. You get an echo for. The connection is not looking too great already. I'm hoping it stays. Should be there. Should be there. Should be there. Hello all. Hello all. Turt Talk episode 11. This is just a chat stream. Hopefully some people come in. I really need to probably turn on Do Not Disturb, otherwise but I want to need to get it back up on here, and I don't know how I did that the other day. Sorry folks, just trying to maybe it's in docs. There it is. Maybe that will work. Hoping so. Where to put it. There we go. Well, I actually kind of need to click on that there, so will cover me here because that'll work. Okay, this might actually be better now. Although I'm still gonna be looking over there sometimes, so and I gotta pull it up when I but we want to do quick Instagram. Pick up the mic here. Get that picture in. There we go. Tags. Go. And we're just gonna kind of drag that out of the corner and post. Sure. Alright, done. Now we can switch back to this mode. And we can go into here. Go back out. See how it's looking. Make sure you guys can see on me. Get the microphone in the hand. And there we go. Alrighty. Well, now that we're kind of all set up, I know I should have done a little bit more earlier, but I wanted to I'm testing some new things out today. Anyways, so twitch.tv/jtheflash1989. We are here. We are here to talk Turts today. We played a little Red Dead earlier. Yeah, good day so far today. And I feel like today is it was some good news. Like I saw today the post, Mutant Mayhem got its sequel greenlit. Now, being greenlit doesn't mean a lot of things anymore, especially with the writer's strike and stuff like that. So you got to kind of keep watching that. Um, However, we're getting a sequel to Mutant Mayhem, which is great. If you didn't see it, spoiler alert. Coming up here, spoiler, spoiler, spoiler. So tune out, mute, whatever you want to do. Shredder was the end credit scene, so hopefully we get to see Shredder in this new anime style. So very excited for that. Um, Other news on myself, toy collecting wise, I've gotten a few things in. If you saw the Instagram post, we upgraded Ankleo Leo's weaponry. We gave him a sword. I've completed a few more pieces on my Mutaforce. I'm literally like maybe one piece away, I think, now from being complete. So, and it's just the spear that goes in the gun. So craziness there. Speaking of which, I will have a Mutaforce up for sale. I'll post it in my Whatnot store, my Macari store, and probably even on Instagram for some offers there. Maybe even Facebook as well. Just gotta think with my brain now. Yeah. So good stuff going on there. Been some really good stuff going on Whatnot in the turtle community lately. Been pretty cool seeing that. Um, Also, there has been some sad news. If you are not aware, there have been some fires in Hawaii that have, on Maui especially, that have wiped out some towns and stuff like that. Yesterday, we had Mutant Collectors do an amazing charity stream where we were able to raise quite a bit of money. He's going to load up on some supplies and run it over to him. As you guys know, Mutant Collectors lives on Maui. It was actually his hometown that kind of where he grew up that got burned down. So he's going to go help them out. If you don't, haven't been tuned into Whatnot, whatever like that, just I know there's probably some websites out there you can go to donate to. Find them, do anything, a little bit helps. A little bit helps. People without power, supplies, we got to get to them. So take care of one another. That's how it should be. But back on lighter side of new stuff. We're going to go ahead and switch over to the web. And I'm going to minimize this, which is going to pull my chat away, which I thought, okay, cool. Basic assortment today. I kind of want to discuss the originals, the figs that started it all for TMNT collectors like myself and TMNT fans out there. Obviously, the comic books did come first, but I think the figs, the action figures, is what drove the popularity. The comic books were popular in a very small section. These figures basically blew this franchise out of water. So, the originals, the OGs, these 88s here, a lot of variations. Okay, I wouldn't say a lot of variations on them. A lot of differences. We got hard heads, soft heads, fan flyer clubs. Mikey has beaded nunchucks. April with stripes, no stripes. There's a lot of things that go different. We still never 100% sure what the A means on the butts and the crotches of Shredder and the foot soldiers. We all just assume what it means, but yeah, we don't know. We don't know. We can pretend we know. We don't know. So we're just gonna dive right in. We're gonna start with Leo first. Leonardo, the leader, my favorite. These figs were very much designed with the cartoon in mind, but took, I think, some stuff from the comics with the, the no pupils in the eyes, some of the facial expressions. I loved Drogon. I loved how they were smaller than your average fig, but they didn't feel smaller because of their size. They were widened out. They're muscular. They look great. These original figs are still solid figs to this day. Top 5 easy all time of figs. So, the drill. Very simple. Katana blades. Turtle Fist daggers, which I'm assuming that's what these are, because they go in his hands. Ninja stars, obviously. The comma, which is this thing right there. So people that don't know what that's called, we always just call it the weird shape thing. It is the comma. Kama. Kama? Comma? Kama. I think it's Kama. They don't have enunciations with this. So. And again, see, I feel like a little bit here. We're got age 16. In Mutant Mayhem, I feel like they're 13, 14. Even though it does say 15 years ago, but 16. 5'1" is the height they officially gave for Leo. 5'1". That makes him shorter than me. Like his Florentine namesake, Leonardo is the perfect turtle. See, even the description does. In the lidless eyes of his allies, he is known as the unofficial commander of the turtles and Splinter's star pupil. Because of his keen eyesight, sensitive hearing, Leonardo is extremely well balanced, which makes him more skillful when wielding his ever-flashing katana blades. No matter how dangerous the situation, Leo doesn't mind sticking his neck out. His primary objective in life, cut Shredder down to size. Pretty good. So this is the original card with the fan club in it. If you guys tuned in to Mutant Collector's show last night, someone walked away with one of these from the raffle giveaway. Really cool. And a fan club fire, for anybody that doesn't know, is that little piece of paper right there. Really great original artwork. These are what we call 10 backs in the turtle world. Yeah. And 10 back for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The original 10 line. So, you had your portrait of Leonardo card you could cut out. You had the pizza points you could cut out. I thought that was pretty cool, though. So, they didn't have the original card with the soft head in it or the solid head displayed there, which they look... You can tell a difference between a soft head and a hard head. In the packaging, the hard head, you'll kind of see the seam. And then they even came out with the pop-up. I haven't seen one of these before. I don't know if anybody else has seen a pop-up for the Leo. That'd be a pretty rare find. Again, I'm not a in-box collector, but be something maybe I think about. And then KB re-release. This is what we call purple backs. And these all got released on this like purple hue card here. And they had the J Hook versus the Punch Out. So then Target ran a 4-pack. I believe that would have had to been 96 then with the KB re-releases, I think. That's kind of cool, the Target 4-pack. And funny note, or I guess not really a funny note, but very interesting note on the KB releases. Those are 88 turtles inside of them. So instead of, making a new mold without the 88 stamped on there, they just used 88 figs, put them in the box, and shipped them out. We have the 2009 reissues that came with the bonus DVD. And also they had Slash in that set when they did the re-releases and added Casey Jones. So we go from the traditional 10 back to a 12 back on those. The 2013 Classic Collection release. Again, just re-releasing some figs, get people. And then 2020 San Diego Comic-Con retro figure re-release. And then once again in 2021, the Classic Collection Sewer Lair 6-pack release. So it was just these 6 here. And then another 2021 Classic re-release. So probably the most re-released figures are the originals. The 88s. Makes sense. Multiple re-releases and retros and stuff like that. And I think after the KB releases and possibly even that Target 4-pack, I'd like to get my hands on that Target 4-pack and see if it has the original 88s in there. But that's kind of cool. You know, again, you collected these as a kid. You weren't saying, "Oh, I'm gonna save them and keep them all pristine." Kids played with toys. That's how it was. Now, if your parents were smart enough, maybe they bought two, put one away, knowing, "Hey, we need to save this for when you're older," stuff like that. Want to take care of them better. There's things like that. Um, and then obviously, I think a lot of adults were into these too, so they're gonna collect them and store them away nice and safely. That's where you get some of these big collections that have really nice stuff in them. So, like I said, the original Leo, pretty sweet. Donatello. And we're going to go down. Again, 2 bow staffs, the Kama or Kama, still like Ninja Stars, and then the Turtle Fist Daggers. So basically, all the turtles came with these, and then their 2 actual weapons. Same artwork, fan club. It's going to have that in there. Oh, interesting. So this person, I think we've kind of talked about this before too on one of Mutant Collector shows. Sometimes the pop-up notice, they have the pop-up Flame Cloud notice on the back, but there is no form inside. So the paper missed the deal. Kind of an error rare, as you would call it. And you can see like on the bottom it said Team Fan Club on there as well. Original soft head they didn't have, but they did get the original hard head. As you can see, doesn't have the fan club fire thing on there. And then a mutant display for him as well. The KB re-release, the 4-pack, the 2009, 2012, 2020, 2021, 2021. So getting the same treatment Leo got. All the releases, those DVDs inside, those could be pretty valuable. Those 4-packs are kind of neat too. I didn't know about those till today. So see, I'm learning stuff too. It's helped me learn a little bit too, so I can help out more, support some of these sellers. We'll read Don's description out. So that's even weirder is they have Don at 4 foot on 2 legs. So that's a full foot and an inch shorter than Leo. And a different birthplace too. Again, really weird on that they're putting those, but Donatello is the best turtle you'll ever find. He is the brains of the group and the designer of the turtle vehicles. Rather than use his bow or brawn, Donatello would prefer inventing some device or clever apparatus to foil the foe. Still, Don's one powerful reptile with his staff, which enables him to parry, vault, and crush. Even Don gets turtle-sized pleasure in stomping the foot. After a tough battle, Don relaxes by watching programs on his own invention, Turtle Vision. We're going to go into Raphael next. Probably the second most favorite turtle. Well, it's a close between him and Michelangelo. Okay. So I guess as far as popularity goes, it's probably Raph and Mikey number 1, then Leo. But for me, Raph and Mikey are pretty close. Read his description. He's 5'1" as well. Raphael is the wittiest turtle you're likely to stumble over. If things aren't going his way, his tongue snaps out of sarcastic jokes dipped in poison. Even though he's referred to as the snapping ninja, the turtles know he means well. Raph's clever skill with the deadly sigh allows him to strike at a distance and really keep the foot in stitches. It's kind of weird. That's kind of a term for laughing, but his way with the manhole cover has made him famous in sewers everywhere. Raph uses the 100-pound disc to flatten the foot and to shield off anti-turtle blasts. Now, 100 pounds, that's a lot to sling around. Again, fan club with a soft head inside of it. That's pretty cool. I mean, that's probably one of the most rare pieces right there for a mock is fan club fire, Raph with the soft head. I would only think there's one more, and we'll go over that here in a minute when we go over Mikey. Original fan club notice, but again, no form inside. Really weird. There's hardhead packaging, pop-up mutant, the 96, the turtle pack, same stuff. Sorry, excuse me. So all that good stuff. Same thing that everybody else got. And then we'll go into Michelangelo here. Oh, that's a dirty Michelangelo. They didn't have a very clean, loose one to take a picture of that day. Same thing, everything. Then the nunchucks. And this is where it kind of comes in. So originally, Michelangelo was released with beaded nunchucks. So how that worked, kind of they would look like little balls to kind of look like rope, I'm assuming. Or chain. I don't know how they were really going for that. But they were so fragile and breaking all the time, even though this variation doesn't stay held together very well either. But they were breaking all the time, so they switched to this style. I think they were even breaking like in shipping, like from the manufacturer to stores, so they decided to get away with it. So if you have beaded nunchucks, high value item there. Let's get in here. Michelangelo is a party reptile. Even though the sinister shredder may be slicing his way through the manhole cover, Mike stays cool. Cool because he's the master of the whirling nunchucks. It takes 8 pounds of pressure per square inch to break bone. The nunchucks generate 90. Wow, that's kind of hopefully that's like really accurate, but that's kind of cool knowledge to have. Is that 8 pounds of pressure per square inch to break a bone. The nunchuck generates 90. I'm 90. Yeah, 90 pounds of pressure. That's kind of crazy. So easily breaking bones. In the midst of the most perilous of battle, Mike can be seen swinging his deadly nunchucks in one hand while dangling a wedge of pizza in the other. Mike dreams to someday use Shredder's cutting armor to grate cheese on his pepperoni and ice cream pizza. That sounds terrible. Do not put ice cream on your pepperoni pizza, please. Do not. So another original, and I can't really get zoomed in on this, I don't think. I'll try to get close. Those look like beaded nunchucks in that fan club flyer. So I would say that's probably the most rare mock as far as the original 88s go. Is a fan club flyer, Michelangelo, soft head with beaded nunchucks. You got that, you got a grail. Again, original with no paperwork. I'm not seeing any beaded on any of these still, which sucks because that'd be kind of cool to see. So beaded, yeah, it looks like they didn't have any beaded. Tells you how hard it is to find. These guys usually have a picture of everything, but beaded nunchucks were very hard to find. They did not do that run very long on the beaded, so probably maybe only 15 to 2,000 ever made. So 1,500 to 2,000 ever made of the beaded nunchucks. Maybe more. I could be wrong, but that's what I feel like. Again, that's one of the things I want to do on here. I'd like to get somebody from Playmate Toys that was in charge of the turtles back then, if they're still alive, to find out some of the questions we all want answers to. One day. April O'Neil, the newscaster. Now here's where she gets some different variations as well. So as you can see, this one is no stripe on the original card. There's no blue stripes going down the sides of her pantsuit, and obviously no press release. And then we got blue striped April, which fits the original drawing and stuff like that. Then that's no press though, still very rare. Then we start going into this one here. So she's got the orange and the blue and then the press. And then they did one with a new head, no press. This one's on a 1990 card. God, they did a lot of April. That's crazy. I think those are all gray. I'm going to double check. Yeah. So then in the 96 KB re-releases, she got blue weapons, or blue weapons rack. So I don't believe that goes in with any other Aprils. I could be wrong, but See, that's kind of crazy too. So interesting. So they did a blue orange stripes with no press as well. And then she got the 2009, the foreign release. Interesting. That's the first thing that's popped up. And I don't think she's had anything after that. So April's kind of fallen down. Well, because, and like I said, so this is one of the things I didn't like about Mutant Mayhem, and it's actually something I haven't liked about Ninja Turtles for a while now. Making her the Turtles age bothers me. Because it's I get it. They're trying to reach a certain fan base with what the Turtles are, teenagers, stuff like that. So they're like, oh, we need a teenage girl to reach, And I get why people do it. Marketing is what marketing is. It's how you make cash. I'm not gonna fight it. I just wish they wouldn't. I thought Michael Bay was smart. He kind of got Megan Fox, who technically wasn't the Turtles' age, but she was in her lower 20s. Did it that way. I wish the new one would have been that way. Having her be in high school with them's just a little weird, because that makes me think that's exactly if Casey Jones was to come in a second movie, he would have to be a kid too. Otherwise, it's gonna be weird. So, or not a kid, but at least a teenager. Which I don't like. I like Casey Jones as an adult male. Like that's just how it goes. We'll see what they do. That's how it goes. You can't control everybody. Shredder, the main villain. I'm not gonna read the descriptions on any of these guys. We did the Turtles only mainly. So funny story that some of you or a lot of you already know, but just in case. So the original Shredder design had him standing up at a full 6 inches tall. However, they didn't have any cases for that because obviously they were dealing with the Turtles and Splinter being smaller and April being smaller. So Shredder, he was actually probably taller than 6 inches too, if I remember that right. He was like maybe 7, 8, but he couldn't fit in the packaging. So they redesigned him with the hunch in his back and kind of that squat position so that he would fit here in the packaging, and that's the Splinter we have now today. So it's kind of crazy to think that. So he had just his original on the 10 back, at least as far as we know. Re-release in 95, and also the KB. 2009 reissue that came with the little Krang inside. That's what a lot of people want that for, because I believe that Krang fits inside the regular size Android body. Don't quote me if I'm wrong. 2012 classic release, 2020 San Diego Comic-Con, the 2021 six-pack, and the recent 2023 classic collection reissues as well. Now, these ones are brand new. These were released in conjunction with the new Storage Shell Turtles, a new Splinter, and Shredder, Bebop, Rocksteady, Krang, Leatherhead, and Foot Soldier. Leatherhead's kind of been getting love lately. It's kind of cool. Very underrated fig, The Foot Soldier, the army build everybody does. That's why they're so coveted, but there are a lot of them out there, but a lot of people collect them. If you want to see a really big collection, head over to YouTube, Shellback Toy Rewind. One of the many Foot Soldier Army builders. I don't think he has 100 quite yet, but he does have a very cool Made with Cows, Jay the Flash, custom vinyl sign that says Shellback Stockpile that he hangs up behind it. So thank you very much for that, sir. Definitely go check out his YouTube channel. A lot of my information comes from him, so when we're wrong on things, it's his fault. You heard me. So yeah, the Foot Soldier. Again, they have them listed at 6 foot. That's a lot taller than the Turtles. We did forget to look at Mikey's height too. We'll go back and look at that in a little bit. There's the weapons. Original card back on the 10 back. 95 re-release.
on the 4 turtles in the sewer card. And then the KB re-release as well. 2014 Classic re-release. 2021 Villain 6-pack re-release. And 2022 Classic Cohort re-release. And 2023 Classic Collection reissue. So they've been re-releasing a lot of the Foot Soldiers lately. But again, nothing compares to that original one. And as we've said, no, I'm not going to put any value on this. A lot of us do. Some of us use it to our advantage as sellers. The A on the butt or crotch, or sometimes both. No idea what that has to do with anything. Some people say it's the first lines, but that's like, why do we have a double? So yeah, we'll never figure it out, but we can pretend. All right. Shredder will also come with A on his butt or crotch at times, so just be aware of that. Again, I have no idea what it means towards anything, but whatever. Bebop, which I actually like his design in Mutant Mayhem a lot more than Rocksteady's, although I don't mind Rocksteady's, but I love the original. The original Bebop is by far one of the best. Very intricate figs. We do have some variants on there, so, and they're not going to show these, Kay. They only show really card variants, but I like to talk about, you know, the actual fig variants. So you're gonna have pink nose or pink face, and then you're gonna have a darker one, which I believe will be on the re-release here if we scroll down. No, he's got a pink nose too. Interesting. They seem to darken him as the years go on too. That's kind of crazy. Like they darken his outer skin as the years go on. These also come in soft head, hard head forms. Bebop, Rocksteady, and Shredder all came in soft head, and Splinter all came in soft head or hard head forms as well. Rocksteady, the Rhino. Again, I like this design the best, but I'm not too mad with the one for Mutant Mayhem. John Cena only had a few lines too, which probably because he wanted a lot of money. So again, soft head, hard head on those. Not a lot of changes come to Bebop or Rocksteady throughout the years. Pretty solid fig. That shows you how solid of a fig he was originally. Again, all the re-releases they get for him. I feel like that's changing a little bit. Maybe not. Yeah, the pants kind of seem to lose a little bit. The camo seem to lose just a little bit of luster. Still really cool though. Like, again, this fig has upheld time for a long time. And finally, Splinter. The Turt's basically father, mentor, trainer. Splinter did it all. Again, soft head, hard head variants on them as well. This version didn't get a flocked one, I don't believe. I think only the movie one did. Although this one, oh, that looks terrible. That head looks terrible on the foreign release. A 1990 re-release as well for him with the big one. KB, foreign release. Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles instead of Ninja Turtles. I always thought that was hilarious that they couldn't say ninja in certain places. 2009 re-release, 2012, 2020, 2021, 2023. Now, so the 2023, we went way too high. Let's go back down here. I want to see when they add. Yeah, I think 2023 is where they add pupils to his eyes. So probably a complaint somewhere from some parent saying, looks like Splinter has soulless eyes because he's not really wearing a mask. So as you can kind of see there, they added pupils. Interesting. All right. That is the 88 Turts. Really cool. Oh, yeah, we want to go back and just double check Mikey's height to see compared to the other Turts. 5 foot. So he's literally. They really made Donatello short, but you don't. I mean, you don't get that in obviously the figs or even in the cartoon. I feel like, or any of the movies. Although the way they have him displayed here, it kind of does make him look shorter than the others. It's just probably just a optical illusion, but still, yeah. Let's put that. Whoa, did not mean to do that. Okay, and we'll do this. Do this. And we're going to go back to chat and we're going to transition. Perfect. There you have it. That was the 88 Turts. I was hoping Maury again would come in and chat. Like, this is. I feel like it's dying here. This might be it. We're going to lose Turt Talk. I got to find a way to make this thing happen. I need to get, my viewers up. I was hoping as many of you guys like to chat on the Whatnot streams and stuff like that you'd be in here. So if it's too much, I'll post it to Instagram. Maybe we'll put a poll up. Like, there needs to be a different day. I can change days. Tuesday's a little easier because it's my day off, but it's honestly, I work nights now, so we can change some things up on that. But yeah, I wanna be able to chat turtles with you guys. Let's get some knowledge out there. It doesn't have to be, like I said, the action figures. We can talk comics. I definitely need a lot more knowledge on comics. I'd love for somebody with a lot of comic knowledge to come in and chat with us. We can talk movies. We can talk cartoons. Like, we can talk it all. I'm here for it. I love Ninja Turtles. I've loved Ninja Turtles since I was a kid. It's something me and my wife have bonded over recently over the years. Now that we've kind of know we both like them, and it's really cool. And I collect a lot of stuff. As you can kind of see the bitty pops there in the background. We have my office. I'm still working on kind of redoing this setup as well. Would love to be back in the office and have the turtle wall as my backdrop, but unfortunately my Wi-Fi and internet just doesn't run that far back into my office, so I have to work on that. But yeah, so again, if you watch this a little later on Twitch, hit the follow button. Make sure your notifications are turned on so you can join us for these lives, because it would make it a lot more interesting than just ugly old me talking to a phone and talking to the camera. If you watch this later on YouTube, hit the like and subscribe. I try to keep uploading stuff as quickly as I can. There's just some days I'm exhausted. Having a 2-year-old is the toughest job in the world. I praise my parents for raising me for that, and 3 others, because I had 3 brothers. So, see, I could be like a Turt. I'm the Turts. Me and my brothers are the Turts. There's 4 of us, and the only problem is none of us are smart, so we don't have a Donatello. And I'm kind of like Leo and Mikey combined a little bit. I'm more Leo though. I'd probably put my brother Riley as a Raph, my brother Stetson as a Mikey. So that would have to be my brother Kylan a Donatello, but I love you, Kylan. You're just not smart. But yes, we just don't really have a Donatello. We didn't get that in our group. Yeah, we didn't get that in our group. So, anyways, again, if you watch this later, I appreciate that. I'm not bashing you guys for watching this later. I just need the live views now. The live views is where we need to get to. So I'll post something to Instagram here in a little bit. See what you guys are thinking, what you're feeling, what I can do to make it so we can get more people in here. I feel like the stream's running pretty good. I don't see any issues on my OBS. It looks somewhat clear. It doesn't look too bad. Yeah, it's looking good as far as that goes. I mean, I do want to upgrade setup too from laptop to PC, so I'm not running this off a laptop. Laptop's doing an okay job, but it's not doing the best. So again, just come hang out with us, guys. It's a fun time, I promise. I'm not gonna bite. I really can't. It's gonna be virtual talking. I know a lot of you are like saying, "Oh, we miss you. We miss you." Well, come talk with me here. I like to be on Whatnot streams as much as I can, but I also don't, because I'm always very tempted to buy, and I don't want to do that. So, I have to save some money right now. So, yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Finally seen Toy Legends follow me, so he must have got things figured out on there. Hopefully, we'll have him join one of our streams. because he's got some knowledge too, and we can promote some stuff for everybody on whatnot. I'll promote you guys on a different show. I'd like you guys to come in so you can promote yourselves mainly. I know a lot of you guys are busy too. I'm not. That's probably why I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna post to Instagram. Maybe we find a day that's a little bit better for everyone to come in and chat. So, outside of that, it was a good night talking to you guys. Hopefully, when you watch this later, you get some knowledge on the 88s you didn't have before, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.